told them it was fine. A tiny bit more, so. Hey, my name is Joe. Joe Quillen. I love poetry. I love all of you. And I hope you have a good finals, because that sucks. Despite my angry poetry and paranoia, I am okay. Just so y'all know. Don't freak out too much. One of my favorite writers said, "You only live as long as the last person to remember you." This is called 8 of 8. I'm about to be the least popular person in the room. Who am I kidding? That ain't nothing new. Graduation's only days away, but I'll tell you, I ain't gonna play no vitamin C. That's right, no 90s anthems tonight. You just get a dose of vitamin me. I'm back one last time with the TSC. Somehow this year is the culmination of my literary career, and that's awesome. And I'm sorry, but tonight we're gonna look at some lines, and for some of you, I just might cross them. But before you say, toss them off stage, allow me to just vent a bit about my rage that came from 6 years stranded in my collegiate cage. See, I've got the rhythm and rhymes that each of you crave, and it ain't a skill that developed in just a few days, nah. Before I was hanging with the new wave kids while they smoked pot in their secret poetry spot, I was looking for a rescue that felt long due. I wrote my first poem weeks after senior prom when this pretty girl I thought was the bomb sent me a text, short, not long, saying we were better as friends. And I couldn't wrap my head around those loose ends. Closure never felt close. Her messages made me comatose, yearning for a dose of reconciliation, because my teenage heart was primed for detonation. But it was this art-free, undefined exhalation that brought about my angst fumigation up till this night, right here, where I bathed in rhyming immolation. I owe my creativity to a petty childhood breakup that gave me a shake-up that inspired me to make up words and lines, allowing me to wake up, read the signs, and in hindsight, it's hard to be sad when something bad must be had, because I always follow up with something rad, because I used to be bottled up, but anxiety's just an emotional fad I chose to move past. So here we are at last, to give Pobev one final pass before we send my stupid ass to walk the graduation grass, as this week is my last. And thinking about how time passed, I'd like to say it's been a blast learning about MLA and chloroplasts, but I'll say the vast majority I learned outside of class, and take it on my authority, this institution is part of a caste system that left me feeling betrayed, like when Judas kissed them. They act like your allies, who know administration telling lies, trying to save some face after douchebag guys try moving beyond first base without giving room or place for a girl's objection, because losers don't care about rejection, but we should subject them to justice. But this school is just as surely watching out for number one, because it's more about if the football team won than it is about getting something done. And we're only worth the price of a slave to him, because we're praying to him and laying praise to him. But despite this, I can't seem to reach any conclusion about the confusions of my future while trying to suture up the open wound I've been facing since I left my mama's womb. And sometimes my mind feels marooned in a purgatory of in-betweens, because college gave me some fun scenes of life, and a girl who may one day be my wife. I'll never forget my first Pobev when I saw it, the best poet ever. His name was Trey, and to this day I can't recall what he had to say, but he got on stage and would lay down rhymes and words that would slay the heart, and I thought maybe this could be my art, until I could get a fresh post-college start, so it became my place to impart the learning of my late start. It allowed me to feel smart for minutes at a time and pretend each month that the line outside was mine. See, even to myself I've been lying and holding back from crying, because one day I learned we're all dying. And ever since then I've been trying to forget about this and just experience a singular momentary twinge of bliss by hiding from this. So I'm gonna distract myself and y'all, not just with a hypercritical, but a hypocritical diss. And don't y'all blink, sneeze, or kiss, because you just might miss the third best poet Pobev's ever seen, making this the best I've ever been at damn near anything. So with all that said, let's begin. I'm gonna tell you everything on my mind, because I'm the poet who don't care to be kind. See, telling white lies leaves everyone blind. I know you all believe this. We've all heard ignorance is bliss. Or another line which I'll borrow from someone long dead, the ecclesiastical preacher who said, "He who increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow." So that makes me the saddest person you know. And all my learning just goes to dealing one final blow to your preconceived notions developed from going through life's motions and sucking down useless potions of advice to help save you from this ocean's vast emptiness and likely a penniless future. Because whether you're a consumer or a producer, you're leaving empty-handed regardless of your antics. And you know, all this that we see, it all seems so similar to me. Sunsets like sunrise, and life is born, same as it dies, crying and in diapers. And life's fangs are sharp as vipers, and like fruit, life's more ugly the riper. Like mint muddled too hard in a cocktail, this mixture turns bitter, but we'll try to swallow these jagged pills that caution about life's ills. They just keep coming like all your monthly bills, and eventually, this financial reaper kills us inside while our heart's blood spills, lubricating this short ride, sending us barreling down like bourbon in Kentucky towns, while the liquor eats at our cultural soul like bacteria cultured in a petri dish or bowl. Somehow I'm losing hope. Lately, I'm struggling to cope as I see the scale and the scope of the changes that are coming in the years ahead, and I can't seem to put some issues to bed. I'm craving the sensation of feeling self-worth, and I think of Lupe's fiasco about words I never said, or the tears I never shed, let alone the blood I never bled, because my life ain't been that hard, but I do my part to pay it forward. And I've been so nice for so long, so now I just long to say everything I've wanted to say. Screw your echo chamber. It's easy to appear righteous when you fight this fight that's based on what's trendy, and I can do it too. All I gotta do is spew what it is you wanna hear, whether I'm fake or sincere, and I'll do it right here, since I dread the wrong reaction. But you can't have prosperity without poverty, and like Mr. Bo Burnham, I'm pandering and hiding my philandering. So how about some stuff you want to cross over your ear? Trump sucks and he's racist. Yeah! Unless you think Bernie's claims are completely baseless, but he just wants to make this education payless. In the meantime, go Aggies, hey, 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 and repeat what USU tells us to say. And Donovan Mitchell will lead a generation of jazz fans like he's Stockton or Malone, and he'll bring the trophy back to this Utah home. And Mormons are judgmental and homophobic, and it's okay to speak something so tropic about a class of people that are indeed diverse, despite so many of them wishing I wouldn't curse in front of y'all. Sorry. Seems I've hit a wall. Let's get back to the things you want to hear me say so I can appeal to all. Periods shouldn't be taboo, and moms should breastfeed wherever they want to because it's just a little baby's food. And all these things may or may not be true, but it's something you've heard so many times. You need to hear it from my rhymes too. I told you I'm here to bear some truth while I let loose, maybe even some lies, because you know sometimes it hides in an appealing, lovely disguise. So look at it for the lows and the highs. But I'm the antagonist here to rag on this culture of conformity and bag on this culture of enormity. It makes no sense to me that colleges are liberal, but when you all asked for it for free, they went silent. See, I'm not buying it, whether it's a politician or members of our school's administration. College is a beautiful jail with just a $4,000 per semester bail, because it's always cui bono. And if that's something you don't know, just hop on Google and see what motivates us, but I'll help you develop a lack of trust and an air of cynicism about everything in our cultural system. Somehow my heart has gone cold and I don't know how or why, and I'm no longer feeling shy about being that guy. I'm about to cram in a lengthy list of things that don't excite me, and if you don't like it, just bite me. I don't love Beyonce. I don't love petting animals. I don't love pictures of babies. I don't love always paying for increasing tuition. USU tuition has increased 22% since I started college here a few years ago. On average, the national inflation rate has been 9%. Keep that in mind. I don't love Obama, I don't love Bernie, I don't love Trump, I don't love Harry Potter, I don't love family get-togethers, I don't love repetitious posts on social media, I don't love cat videos, I don't love student fees, I don't love parking on campus. I don't love listening to your problems, I don't love that anxiety and depression are reasons to avoid anything difficult. I don't love being mediocre, I don't love as I get older, hair starts growing out of my nostrils and in my ears. I don't love cute old couples. I don't love BuzzFeed videos. I don't love sleeping in. I don't love getting up early for my useless classes and meet USU's requirements to work toward my early retirement. Sometimes I wonder if I had dropped out if I already would have made it as a writer. And as the clock ticks, I feel a noose around my neck getting tighter. I'm scared to death. Now I'm scared of death. So much I need to catch my breath, because so far I've done my best, and it seems I can't get no rest until my body is laid to rest and my heart stops in my chest, and I can no longer jest or argue or contest. Unless we live a second life, but this terror cuts me open like a knife. And I think of that girl who I said might be my wife. She says, why can't I stay all night? And it's because I don't want her seeing the sight as I wake in a fright, cold sweats, thinking about our impending deaths and our few remaining breaths. I feel like the future's already over, and yet somehow I'm a soldier through a winding maze that takes us all to the same place. sincerity on my face. I want you to see it. I wish you all the best of fates as we move from this collegiate place. So if I'm going to chase my fears of our destined deathly place, I'm going to act with some haste and try to leave a legacy so that you have something to say at my effigy. I'm attempting to do something unforgettable, and to some of you my words will be unforgivable. But please don't drag me off stage, even though I suppose in this day and age, it's the earnings of my cultural war that I'm here to wage. So let me sum up my thoughts and feelings about this school stealing $40,000 from kids kneeling down and asking for something better that may or may not ever be available, because how are they supposed to be feeling from massive student loans spent on an overpriced home? I'll say the library is one place here that feels like home. And these are my final words from this stage, which I'll always own. Fuck the campus quad at the Quadside Cafe. Fuck the TSC, I'd rather be in BFE. Fuck finding a parking lot in these crowded spots. Fuck the political leans so cool in the scene. Fuck student fees for benefits I'll never see. Fuck gen ed courses and properly citing your sources. Fuck textbooks and papers with first line hooks. Fuck test scores and freshmen taking tours. Fuck the internships and alumni worship. Fuck the football team. Fuck losers who date rape our friends. Fuck the business administration and government legislation. Fuck the patience needed for registration. Fuck the endless expenses between me and my dream. Fuck this shit and fuck college.
Why are you making me follow that? No, you can do something I could never do, bro. Good luck, brother. Thanks.